Name is Komkrit Asam Kasem, student ID 19050700010. Today I'm going to present my business plan. It's called Pepaya Business Plan. So Pepaya is a B2B online payment platform. Determination to tackle the problems of online and develop the product and service for the main exotic Thai baht collection and payout, and expand to our Asian countries later on. We will focus on the B2B offshore merchant sector who wants to expand the business to Thai market. We will offer customized service to this corporate client. We'll assure the safe, user-friendly transaction and streamline the process of the transaction. Also increase the measure of the security and the compliance side. Our value proposition is based on our customized solution that will respond to our client demands. It will be more focused on the customer centric and the technology, and then the compliance, and we will be very active in the industry engagement. The methodology for the chapter one. The chapter one is talking about how we do this kind of research by mainly it's the explaining about the survey, which will incorporate two kind of the survey. One is the quantitative survey, which is like a Google form, and the second one is the qualitative survey, which is like the online interview with our clients. So in total, we have 57 sample, and the reason why we have this amount is depends on the method that we are choosing. So the non-probability sampling method, we are using a convenience or the purposive sampling to use together insight from our merchant and PSP. And interview, we are interview with the 7 company that we want to extract the insight from the business landscape of the payments. So with these two survey, the result, it can facilitate us the strategic decision making, and we can modify the service, and we can create the solution that address the challenging demands of the client in this international payment landscape, especially for what they need for Thai market. The population's sampling and size, as I told you, we already have 57 sampling, and based on this number, it comes from the method of non-probability sampling method. So emphasize the participant selection based on the specific criteria or ease of access, rather than striving for the statistical determined sample size that reflect the total population. The data collection instrument is firstly we design the Google form, which structure Google form for the quantitative survey. In the quantitative survey, we have a structured question, multiple question type, sectional organization flow, and the logical flow. We also have a distribution and accessibility to the target distribution. We're ensuring the user-friendliness and engagement. We have a clear instruction, user-friendly interface, and engage the strategy. The data collection method, apart from the survey and the interview that I've just mentioned, we also have the online research, the extensive online research method to gather business information, market trends, and recent advancement in the international payment solution. The result of the analysis of the survey, the first important thing is the type of the business. Mostly is this 4 industry vertical that is this merchant and PSP is involved. So the first one is the FX, second one is gaming, third one is the e-commerce and the social media. For the type of the payment that is the most popular is the bank transfer and the card. It looks like bank transfer is now winning over the card because it's more a secure method of the payment. And the most important thing, like for the customer, it will be like the speed, the price, and the convenience, followed by the security and the compliance. So as I told before in the last slide, the compliance is less important for this kind of merchant and PSP because they don't want to require the stringent adherence on the compliance side. And the qualitative data analysis, which is like the interview more in depth, I can summary in a few points here. The number of the transaction partner, it will be 2 to 4 partners per country. The licensing is very important. Client want to locate the suitable partner for the local market. So we have a chance for Thailand market. They are also very concerned about the cost and all those the obstacle for making the business is the prices, the restriction of the option, like of the payment, the integration complexity, also one of the difficulties, and also a lot of the fraud increase at the moment, resource limited are also like the obstacle. Like some company may not have a technical enough IT people to work on this. And the limitation of this research is that the possibility of the sample bias that the data set, the data might come from a narrow selection of the enterprises, which only the contact that I have been working for 3 years with the fintech company. The different respondent may communicate comparable difficulty based on their experience in different ways. And also the temporal relevance, the information may represent a snapshot of a given time period and its relevance could diminish over time as a result of the dynamic nature of the market of this payment industry. The chapter 2, we are talking about the business description. This is the logo for Papaya and the slogan fast, easy, free. The vision is to revolutionize the payment and landscape for offshore merchant in Thailand. And the mission, we are delivering an innovative, secure, and user-centric gateway, fostering growth and simplify financial interaction. A short-term objective for us is to establish a robust and secure payment infrastructure within Thailand and force strategic alliances with offshore merchant and financial institution or non-financial institution, achieve a significant market share in the local market for Thailand. And the long-term object is more talking about the neighbor country. We may start with the country like Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and expand into the other country in the Asian market like Indonesia, Philippines, Singapore, Malaysia. Like Southeast Asia is our target. And the business canvas here, I would like to emphasize on the two thing is the value proposition and the revenue stream. In the next slide, the key partner is the bank and our like a payment partner in Thailand. The key activity is also like processing the payment and starting like the operation and creating some innovation for our customer, like the system for the invoice or the eKYC. Okay, for the value proposition, I would summary in this 4 or 5 points. Like the first is the secure and user-friendly transaction, simplify process with the reduced fee, enhance the sorry to go back. A simplified process with reduced fee, enhanced security measure, personalized customer support, timely assistance, and regular updates. For the revenue stream, it comes from the two stream. The first is the transaction fees, which is a percentage based on the volume or a fixed charge on the flat fee for each transaction. Also, we can get the revenue from the FX conversion. Another thing is the subscription model that we are implement on this business model. We can have a subscription-based business model involves like providing customer with the tier plan or the packages, often depending on the usage volume or the service provided. Chapter 3 is about the environment and industrial, the external analysis, which we use the PESTEL 5 force, and we also analyze on the competitors, like the direct competitors, 2C2P, Sayampay, Paysabai, or the indirect competitor, which is the bank itself. And also using the VROI framework to analyze like the strength of this business. For the summary of the 5 force analysis, we have a moderate degree of the library as an opportunity to carve out a niche, which we have to focus on the innovation. The supplier overall bargaining power is low. The bargaining leverage of the customer is high, and the threat of the substitution for the international B2B payment appears to be quite low, I think. And this is our direct competitor. The VROI framework, together with the analysis of the PESTEL and 5 force, we can summary like with all together like the service and the product, it will be difficult for the competitive to reproduce the business to compete with us altogether. For the chapter 4 is a marketing plan. We have a 3 objective for the marketing plan to increase the revenue. For of course, like we want to get more customer in the B2B sector. Like we want to do the 50% growth like year after year, and increase also the brand awareness through the online marketing, and also like doing the webinar or joining the event like the FX event something. The strategy here we can separate into 3 parts. So the first one is the firmographic segmentation, which will focus on these 3 main business: FX, e-commerce, and gaming. And the region, the geographic segmentation, we are focusing on Thailand and ASEAN. And also for the content that we want to feature our business is like we'll focus on the speed, prices, convenience, and the security and compliance follow. The first 3 things according to the survey. So this is the organization team, how it looks like. We have a board of director, which is the investor, and then we have an executive leadership team, which is the CTO, CFO, CMO, COO, and CEO, and the head of each department manages like a human resource, customer experience, business development to onboard the client customer, and the operation team. For the financial objective, the 2 main objective is the sales growth objective, and Pepaya objective is want to increase the average income by 50% every year, and the payback period target at the 2.2 year, is the strategic milestone. So the total investment, it will be 21 million, and it will be comprised of from a different source like the founder investment, the venture capital, and the individual angel investor. So the weighted average cost of capital is 11.49. The net present value, from this calculation, the free cash flow, it will be positive on the first year, and the accumulated cash flow will be positive on the 3rd year, like year 2.2. So I can summary that the internal rate IRR is 40%, which is very healthy, surpassing the 6.8% discount rate, and the net present value NPV is 38 million, further underscore the attractiveness of this endeavor and show it's a positive difference between present cash inflow and the internal investment. Thank you for listening to my presentation.